welcome back to my channel, Tomahawk Fab Works. I know it's been a while since I put something out. Been kind of busy. So one little thing after putting the new transmission pan on was to like top off the transmission fluid, and I thought something had gone horribly wrong, but it hasn't. Let's get into this and I'll show you what I did here. Just some little tips, you know, that I found that it's kind of like common sense stuff. The fuck? Is it still running? Okay. So, some common sense stuff when you're adding transmission fluid. So let's get into this thing here. So I believe in my last installment, I installed the LOKAR fancy flexible tube transmission dipstick, and with my own personal modifications. And I'd added some transmission fluid, but it wasn't working the way it was supposed to. So I thought, okay, it needs more. And as I started adding it, it would show up periodically on the dipstick, but I couldn't quite see it because it's just, they took this cable and put this, you know, hunk of lead on the end of it and melted it on there, right? Or however they do the thing. And so it was hard to, for some reason it just seemed hard for me to see the transmission fluid on the end of the dipstick here. So I took some of that tire ink pen and highlighted this with some yellow paint with a yellow tire paint pen, right, and made sure that sucker was dry. Heated it up with a torch a little bit, and so this made the transmission fluid show up a lot more on the dipstick there. Also, what you want to do is try and get the car level, and I could have done this without putting it on these ramps and all that, but I thought I might be going underneath and tweaking the shifter cable setting and all that stuff with the screw adjustment underneath, because of the different cover that was on there. It might be, who knows, a couple millimeters off this way or that. So, you know, that's why I got it up on there. But you can see I got the wheels up off the ground, so that as I add, I'm watching to see if it's getting a reaction or not, which it finally did. So yeah, that was right after I finally got it topped off. I mean, it looks like it's showing all the way on that on the dipstick there. I can finally see it pretty clear now with the yellow paint on there. And before, when it was just showing like down at the tip, and I would work the shifter, you couldn't hear it like, you know, go into gear. It was kind of like soft, and then it would start to turn, you know. All I can say is, like, when you go to do this, even though you think you've like put enough in afterwards, because I put like 1.25 gallons in or more after I got the pan in, and it looked like it was showing from like a day or two ago, and I barely got it out of the garage back and forth. It just wouldn't kick in and go, you know. I did the paint thing on there and got the car level and did all the things that you're supposed to do and got it really hot, got up the temperature, and it took like another 1.5 gallons or so before I got it to where it's at right now. So it's, I mean, it's like almost right at the very top. So just some tips and notes and this and that on putting some transmission fluid back in after you've done some work like a filter and an upgrade for your transmission pan to hope it seals better right. So if you made it to the end of this video, short this time, right, just an update what I'm doing, please like, subscribe, and share, and thanks for stopping by to check out my stuff. Have a good night.